Hey guys, today my sister is watching me play Duck Life, and we're on Cool Math. I'll put the link in the description, so if you wanted to play all the Duck Life, I'm going to make a video on 1, 2, 3, and 4, and for every duck in 30. So you own a huge farm and are making tons of money, when one day a tornado comes along and destroys it all. Here, you want to read?
The one thing that survives is a single duck egg, so you have to train this duckling into a racing duck to make enough money to rebuild the farm.
Oh, hold up, this is England money. That's Queen Elizabeth. Okay, time to do what I always do. Just train. Ooh. Can I do arrow keys? No, I have to click. This game sucks.
Why?
It's not letting me press space, I have to click. Oh man, I keep trying to hit the menu button.
Why does it go so slow?
Exactly, because I'm a slow duck.
Oh yeah, I
My
forgot.
speed is only 3,000. Boop. Oh, I missed it. This might give me quite a few levels of speed, or not. Oh yeah, I'm actually a level 11. Eat! Eat. There you go, food. I was about to say, it's weird how all of this is free, but it's not. Hey! 10 coins for the skill seed? Okay. Hang on, I couldn't name my duck. Sound effects on. Hello, darkness, my old friend. That's what the start of that sounded like.
Ooh!
You dance to that music. Oh, I did,
It's like that energetic music that makes you want to run.
I'm still, uploading that, what am I uploading? Duck Life, I don't do anything, I just full on max out all my stats. Although I might change it because running is kind of annoying. I see what you mean though, I do that. It's the background of this I don't like. It's so green. It's so bright. Oh, you see me walking faster, right? Yeah. Yeah, nurse, no, Timmy fell down the world.
Just keep collecting coins.
Level 5. What happened? I think I broke it. I broke it. Okay. 6 minutes left. Train for swimming. Okay, great. Something with arrow keys. No, leave it turned up. And also, you messed me up. You clicked out of the thing. What? Oh, why does it shake like that? It shakes! lucky. Yep, flying. Holy. Of course we're the winner. Yay, 50 coins. I'm a train and running. Every time I add load. Oh, Shazam! I still haven't seen that movie.
Me neither.
You wanna watch it for free? That looks cool to have as a background. Just Shazam.
No.
You know what? We're almost to level 100. By the window. Oh wait, that's a level 83? Okay, might as well max it out. I have my eyes closed. See. One, two, YouTube on this side. No, pull it over here. YouTube. Yeah, that's not creepy at all.
No.
Okay, and some music. You know what? Hang on. Put some Undertale music. Yep. Almost to the map. It's motivational music. Max level. Hope you're liking the music here. I hope it's really loud. I'm changing it. Minecraft music. Is it playing?
Yep, it's fine.
Oh, I hear it. Yeah, I like the other Minecraft music better. I don't hear the music. Yeah, pass me the headphones, yeah. Oh, they just changed suddenly. That kind of threw me. Yeah, Minecraft. I meant Mario music. Hang on, guys. Mario theme song.
What's happening? Oh,
Yeah. Bars. Evolution of Super Mario Bros. Theme song. From 1985
Abracadabra!
to 2018.
Magic the Gathering Arena. Wow!
Skip.
$19.96. What is this?
I know, it looks so weird. 3D Mario. No, Super Mario 64. Ew. Although it looks good to be a 3D game back in 1996. The year.
2002.
Forgot that fast.
I couldn't hear you.
The year.
I can't see. Can't see. Nintendo Switch is my way to play.
Hello, ladies and sirs. Look at me. Now look at this product. Now back to me. You're probably thinking this is another Old Spice.
Look at this product. You must be thinking this is the Old Spice. Yeah.
2006.
Yeah.
2007.
Yeah, see, Super Mario Galaxy had that good 3D. Super Mario. Well, you know what? Super Mario Odyssey. I would say Super Mario Galaxy had better 3D. That was way more fun. Super Mario Odyssey, you can turn it put your hat on something. I tried doing that with Bowser and I think it worked. At the end, that was one of the campaign missions you had to do. Before you save Princess Peach.
2009.
That's the year you were born. I want to see if I just sit here.
2010.
Nope, I don't know. Man, that's also some good. You never seen this ad?
Dolly.
Sorry, that's your hand.
The Maytag Extra Power button is not a toy. It's serious muscle to tackle serious jobs. Thank you. Maytag, now with the power of the Extra Power button.
The year!
2012.
I don't pay you for this.
That's a whole good reason. And that's a good reason why.
I'm paying you 5 cents, okay? Fine, 10. Fine, 25, but that's it. That's fine. You know what? Fine, I'll make it 50. That's it. Fine, that's all. I'm not going any higher. Just 50, and that's it.
So 2012.
What up?
2013.
Super Mario 3D World. Actually, that's hang on, he was turned into Peach and Rose. How do you do that? Super Mario Maker.
2015.
Super Mario Maker. That's fun. I don't remember if it was fun. The story mode was never ending. Just up, you save Peach. Nope, never mind. She's kidnapped again. No matter how long you play, there's no way of beating the campaign. Just infinite amounts of blood.
2016.
Something like this. Jack. Yep.
2017.
You got 1 out of 5 million. It's like Mario games. 1985. Yep, maxed out. Let's go! Everything maxed out. Nobody can top this. Zoom! Y'all suck. That's a lot of coins. Eat, duckling, eat. Hope there's a way to stack up the food. I was about to say, how much did I get? It's the final race. Hey, you guys watch more videos? Yeah, here, read them off from the odd ones out. Fly over the water.
For some reason, everybody thinks butterflies are better than moths. We make children's books about butterflies, we use them as metaphors of change. You might be an ugly caterpillar now, but soon you'll grow into a beautiful butterfly. We go into fields and frolic around trying to catch them, and some people even have a collection of them. Granted, the people who do collect them do so by impaling the butterflies, but whatever, it's still a compliment. How many other insects can say that they get this much affection? Maybe praying mantises. Where I come from, every time you see a praying mantis, you have to point it out like, whoa guys, look, a praying mantis, and then you just look at it. Anyway, back to the point. Moths, on the other hand, are like the white trash versions of butterflies. Even though moths and butterflies are practically the same creature, for some reason we give moths a bad rap. We laugh at them for flying into light bulbs. Butterflies would do that too if they want to sleep at night. Moths are so attracted to bright light that they'll follow it even if it kills them. You might think that this sort of behavior makes them stupid, but I like to think that this just shows how dedicated they can be. We also get mad at moths for eating our clothes, but if butterflies like the taste of our clothing, they wouldn't hesitate to chomp down on our laundry. Actually, butterflies probably think that they're too good for your clothing. They only eat the fine things in life, like flowers. You hear that? Butterflies think they're too good for your t-shirts. In Arizona, we have your normal run-of-the-mill moths, you know the type, small, gray. They look like a paper airplane made by someone who didn't know how to make a paper airplane. But we also have a moth called the white-lined sphinx moth. And these moths are like the Godzilla of the moth world, which actually I'm pretty sure there is a giant moth in the Godzilla world. Mothra. This again just shows how much we don't like moths. We turn them into city-destroying monsters. When will the hate end? I'm sure when they filmed Mothra's scenes in the Godzilla movie, they didn't even use any special effects. They just used a normal white-lined sphinx moth. Those things could beat up hummingbirds if they wanted. One night when I was 5 years old, one of these big boys was hanging around at our porch light, cause, you know, moths, they just love themselves some glowing balls of heat. And then when someone opened the door, the moth saw all the other light inside and just flew straight in. More light? This place is absolutely glimmering! Its fate was sealed as soon as it crossed over the threshold. I don't know what the moth did once he was inside our house, but whatever it was, it sure tired him out. Because the next morning, my sister and I found him on the kitchen windowsill just lying there, doing absolutely nothing. He was probably thinking about the outside world and being with his moth brethren, but he'd pretty much given up trying to escape. Because me and my sister just scooped him up and put him into a jar, and he became our new pet. My sister decided to name him Harry. Now some moths are actually quite hairy, but this moth wasn't hairy at all. So that name didn't make any sense, but we were 5, so it didn't have to. Hey guys, don't get too attached to Harry. We poked holes in the lid, we put leaves and sticks in his jar, which might have been a good idea if he was still a caterpillar, but I don't think moths eat leaves. Do they eat leaves? We probably should have just put in a t-shirt. We thought we were taking good care of him. My mom apparently didn't like Harry. She said, I have a good idea. Why don't you take Harry to your kindergarten class tomorrow and I don't know, maybe he can be the class pet there. This is back when I thought my mom had good ideas, so we decided to take Harry to school, because think of how cool you would be as a 5-year-old showing all your classmates the giant moth you captured. Looking back at the situation, having a class pet whose lifespan that won't make it to the end of the school year isn't a smart idea. The teacher probably didn't want to have to come to school one day and explain to a room full of 5-year-olds why the class pet was lying on its back and not moving. So the teacher suggested, what if we release Harry at recess? Now, a lot of kids' movies that have animals in them, the animals usually don't like being captured. The animals want to be free and live out in the wild. Think Finding Nemo, Spirit, Happy Feet, Free Willy. It was common knowledge to every 5-year-old that all the creatures walking on this green earth wanted to live in the wild. So we were more than happy to put Harry back in his home. When it came time for recess, we all walked outside and were excited to be part of the newly instituted Catch and Release Moth program. We were like those people who put beached whales back in the ocean. Except in this metaphor, the whale was already in the ocean minding its own business, and then 2 dumb kindergartners put it in a plastic baggie and then moved it miles away from its home. It was supposed to be a happy moment seeing Harry get rehabilitated into moth society. But what actually happened was a lot darker. We gathered around the teacher, she opened the jar, but Harry didn't fly out, so then she had to shake Harry out of the jar. We've already established that Harry isn't that smart. Eventually, he finally understood that he was free. The whole sky was waiting above him. He flew upward, wings fluttering, ready to reclaim his moth life. Well, turns out there's a good reason giant moths only come out at night. And that's mostly because of camouflage and the fact that their predators are asleep. Harry had neither of those advantages at our playground in the middle of the day. Not 10 seconds had gone by when a bird from a nearby tree swooped down and grabbed Harry in its beak. Harry was a free moth for a good 10 seconds before his painful, inevitable death. Immediately, the entire kindergarten class began screaming. My sister ran after the bird, demanding that he release Harry. Unfortunately, birds don't listen to those sorts of demands. Am I right, Jaden?
Ari, sit. Ari, roll over. Ari, stay. No. Speak.
So then the teacher had to give us the talk about how nature is a lot scarier than it is in the movies. Basically, the circle of life involves a lot of death. But on the bright side, we totally made that bird's day. He was just sitting in a tree, probably wishing Arizona had more worms, and then boom, free meal. I wonder what I'm going to eat. Whack. For all we know, that could have been the bird's first time eating a moth. I'm sure that bird told all of his bird friends and they totally didn't believe him. Dude, I just caught a moth. Like one of the big ones, yeah. I know they're nocturnal, but it was just flying around.
Read it.
Beginner, Green Valley, Rocky Cliff, Shadow Lake.
Oh, you didn't have to read that. I just mean this.
Thanks to your incredible race record, you have been chosen to race against a world champion. If you win, you will receive enough money to rebuild the farm.
There you go.
Around in the middle of the day. No, I'm telling the truth. Dude, there were like 30 children who all saw me. Ask any one of them and they'll tell you I caught that moth. I don't remember what happened for the rest of the day during school, but I'm pretty sure we didn't get much done. When we got home, me and my sister tearfully told my mom about how Harry had met his doom. My mom said that she was trying not to cry, but I think she was lying. I don't think she was as emotionally attached to Harry as we were. Harry was only a part of our lives for a couple of hours, but years have passed and me and my sister still talk about Harry. Just randomly in conversation, one of us will ask, "Hey, do you remember Harry?" Yeah. And now a random moth that died 15 years ago will be remembered forever in our hearts. If only Harry was alive to see what he would have become. I want to share with you some pictures I've saved in Harry's scrapbook. Here are Harry's baby pictures. Here's Harry's first apartment. And here's the last thing Harry ever saw.
Okay, that's it.